is the malted liquor. What gets you drunker quicker? What comes in bottles or in cans? Beer! Can't get enough of it. Beer! How we really love it. Beer! Makes me think I'm a man. Beer! I could kiss and hug it, but I'd rather chug it. Beer! Got my belly out to here. Beer! I could not refuse it. Beer! I could really use a beer. Beer! 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 Beer!
Lagunitas by Lauren Smith, Jonathan Klein, Kimberly Casanova, and Tasha Baker.
Unlike a lot of breweries in the country, maybe almost every brewery in the country except the very smallest, I design all the labels myself. I write all the copy myself, and up until just recently wrote the recipes from scratch. These days I art direct the recipes, which is a lot more fun. It's all an expression of my own personal aesthetic. And I don't really even know what my aesthetic is, but I work very hard to try to get those things onto the label so that people can sense the personality in it. I work very hard to get personality into the recipes, not to emulate styles that have gone before us. I'd like to think that none of our beers are today's version of yesterday's anything. We're always just trying to find new material within those four ingredients: malt, hops, yeast, and water that make up beer. And I think that independence of thought and independence of spirit kind of shows up in the brand.
Lagunitas' product line consists of high-end craft beer. Lagunitas is a family brand with its name tied to every product. Lagunitas' labeling and beer logos are unique and easily identifiable to consumers. These provocative and unique logos also help the brand to stand out to new customers. All packaging utilized by Lagunitas is recyclable, which helps to better target an environmentally conscious target market common to the Northern California area. Lagunitas offers its year-round product line, which consists of 8 brews, and also offers seasonal and limited edition brews, 10 of which were brewed and distributed in 2012. Lagunitas is a consumer product. Because the product is an alcoholic beverage, specifically a beer, based on the individual consumer, Lagunitas may be purchased as a staple, impulse, or even an emergency product.
So the brand has gone from that zero on day one to this year we expect sales to be just around 40 million total. Most all of that is just wholesale beer going out the door. We've gone from just selling beer along Highway 1 in West Marin. Originally, all I did was in order to make a little stable base for the business, we did private label beers for the Stinson Beach Grill and the Sand Dollar Cafe and the Alima Farmhouse, and they all put their names on it. So that stretch of road was our original market, and today we're in 35 states. 4 trucks a week leave for Manhattan. So it's pretty. If you were to look at Highway 80 going across the country, there's literally a pipeline of Lagunitas beer being transported at all times. There's 5 trucks a week go to Chicago. Similar things like that, markets all around and in between.
The brewery was founded in 1993 by Tony McGee in Lagunitas, California. The company was originally located in Lagunitas, California, but due to space and facility limitations, the company relocated to its current location in Petaluma in 1998. Apart from its taproom located on-site at the Petaluma Brewery, Lagunitas utilizes retail intermediaries across the United States and Canada to distribute their product line to customers. Brand recognition and market penetration were first implemented by providing personalized private labels to restaurants located along Highway 1 in Northern California. Lagunitas transports products to its retailers and storage facilities by truck 4 to 5 times per week, with trucks leaving for locations including, but not limited to, Manhattan, Chicago, Los Angeles, and San Francisco. Lagunitas utilizes third-party storage companies such as Always Cool. Intermediaries consist of Republic National Distribution Center, with the product line being distributed in 35 states. Lagunitas has grown its distribution so that there is a metaphorical pipeline along Highway 80 of Lagunitas retailers, along with vast distribution in other areas. Retail locations consist of grocery stores, liquor stores, specialty stores, and pubs providing craft beers that usually have a wide diversity of beers and product differential compared to the average beer market. Due to its exponential and uncontrolled growth, Lagunitas has no standard operating procedure. Lagunitas was founded in 1993. The product is a high-end craft beer with a limited target market. Lagunitas utilizes a one-price policy, retailing their entire product line in all locations under a very small price differential. The company is one of the fastest-growing craft breweries in the United States. increasing from 27,000 barrels in 2004 to 106,000 barrels in 2010. The brewery announced a $9.5 million expansion slated to begin early in 2012, which will increase its brewing capacity to 600,000 barrels. Although Lagunitas follows a one-price policy, they do offer sizable discounts directly at their brewery in their tap room. These discounts include beers on tap, samplers, and their take-home growlers, half-gallon jars offering refills at a considerable quantity discount. Lagunitas utilizes both personal selling at its Petaluma location and mass selling to promote its product, utilizing free channels such as Facebook, 2 separate Twitter accounts, and a Lagunitas app for smartphones. Lagunitas has created an incredibly unique promotion method. Their most successful promoting is not only free, but it is also simple and straightforward. Their blunt and straightforward means of business continue to attract and maintain a strong clientele base for the brewery. Because the product, and in particular its labeling, are so unique, pushing by wholesalers and retailers is almost effortless. Lagunitas, their distributors, wholesalers, and retailers all have a much easier time turning customers into consumers because the beer speaks for itself, this saying becoming Lagunitas' slogan. It's difficult to measure any pulling by customers. However, a quick search online proves that many people are trying to get their hands on the brew, prompting Lagunitas' expansion and even more widespread distribution.
We're in growth mode. Last year we grew at a little over 40-some%. This year, so far year to date, our growth, which has been accelerating through the course of the year, right now we're at about 67% year over year, year to date business. And so it's quite a struggle, because what that means is that from day to day there's almost no such thing as a standard operating procedure. And every day if you come to work, if you look carefully around at the plant that you're operating, there's something new that's being installed at every point. You go along with these incremental expansions by adding a tank or buying more kegs or adding an additional sanitizing a line or a cleaning in place line. But we get to these places where you have to take these large stair steps up. And the last time we did that was in moving into this building in 1998, and as we speak we're doing that right now. It's an expansion that began being a $9.5 million expansion that began really in January, and we've realized as time has gone by, even the first half of the year, what is possible for the business to grow into is changing. And that $9.5 million expansion is rapidly becoming a $14 million expansion over the course of 18 months. So it's just, you're making decisions on the back of a galloping horse without quite enough information to know exactly what your next step has to be. This brew house that we'll be installing is the major element. The brew house is the ultimate throttle on capacity of the brewery. You can do 8 brews a day, and depending on how large that brew is, that's how much beer you can make. Budweiser, I don't think, does more than 8 brews a day. So that's there's some physical limitations there. The new brew house would allow us to get all the way from where we're at right now at about 160,000 barrels of annual production, allow us to get to 600,000 barrels of production. And we're leaving our existing brew house in place, which will provide another 200,000 barrels of future capacity. So the brewery's kind of approaching that 1 million barrel neighborhood as far as ultimate productive capacity.